Hi guys, it's Steve with Ring and Steel. Here today we are back and working on our series of getting this Glock 21 with a professional stippling job. Today we are going to be, we're still not to the point where we're working on this gun yet. We need to get our technique down a little bit better. So what we're working on today is stippling on an outside contour, an outside radius, so that we'll be able to work on this particular, on the backstrap, on this particular area. Also, you know, there's an outside contour on the front strap. And so today, this is just a little garden light. And you can pick those up at the dollar store or wherever the tops come off. This one still works, so I'm sure you'll see it flashing. Yeah, see, there it goes as we work on it. So, we'll set this aside for the time being. Always, always, always remember safety glasses. We'll put those on. I'm going to slap on my magnifiers. They make such a world of difference. Glove, and off goes the fan. So now what we are going to do on this first go around is we're going to come in and we're going to just stipple just like we did with the microdot, but now we're working with this flow tip. Here, let me get a little closer here so you can see. There it is a little bit. There we go. It's a little round domed tip. Here, I'll slap this up here so you can see about how we can get any amount of light on there. About how wide that thing is. So, now we're just going to go in here and we're looking for, I'm just going to do a straight border around the top and around the bottom. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just trying to keep my iron straight to the work. Evenly spaced. Same amount of time. Same amount of pressure. Oop, I missed that one. So guys, even if you're practiced at this when you first start for the day, it's a good idea to warm up a little bit. And take this about a third of the way around. Shoot, I just touched that one a little bit. Okay, so that's probably good. We'll come in here and we'll take a look at this. That's a little different profile than with the pointed tip. We've got a nice round bottom to it. Okay. Come on, stand up. That's not going to stand up. So, now, I'm just going to go in here on each side of that, and I'm just going to draw a line straight down. just like we did with the pointed tip. And you'll notice with this tip, it can be a lot more forgiving on the bottom. We'll do the same thing on this other side. And I'm practicing, so I'm trying to do everything as straight as I possibly can. Try to keep nice straight lines. Alright, so now I've got some borders. So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to wipe my tip off. I always forget to wipe my tip off. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to in between each one of these. And it's okay on this one. I'm gonna go a little deeper than I did on the border. A little more pressure, a little more time. We're really trying to keep our same distance. I'm going to run over to the border and try to keep our same gap. So now if you look at this, you can kind of see there's a bit of a pattern to it, right? And anytime you're doing a patterned stipple, if it's got lines, it's going to take extra time. So you're going to want to try to take extra time and make sure all of those lines are parallel and straight. You can see it's got lines, one that run, clean off my pointer here, that run across like this. Sorry about that. It's also got lines that run diagonal like this and diagonal like this. Trying to keep all those lines straight and together is difficult. So, now we're going to go in here. We're going to draw another line. I'm not going to worry about a border. And on the top and the bottom. Just draw this line. Okay. Now another pattern you can do on these with these tips is, instead of doing a dot, you can just drag it around in a random fashion. You see, this just kind of goes a whole lot quicker. Periodically you'll get some buildup on there and you just got to wipe it off. And we'll just kind of work our way around. Color everything in. Sorry, just off camera here, I got my steel wool. That's what I'm wiping my tip on. Now this drag style creates a completely different texture than the dip and lift style. You just want to color anything in that is smooth, that you can look at in the light and see it's got a different texture on it. I'm just going to kind of come right here. Yeah, we'll just come over to the other side. So, for the sake of time, now you've seen that pattern, right? Or stipple. It's not a pattern, it's completely random. So now we'll work over here. We'll start at this border again, and we'll do another style of stippling. It is a kind of patterned drag style. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start up here in the corner, and we're going to do figure eights, and we're going to work our way down this border here. I'm going to try to keep our figure eights about the same width as we work our way down. Tip and go back to the top, and now the second time we're going to try to overlap the outside edge with the center of our figure eight. We just keep working our way around this thing. Okay, so now there's a little example. That one has a bit of a directional texture to it. You know, it's a very aggressive texture. This one is also a pretty aggressive texture with just the random, but it's not so directional. And then the dip and lift is not near as aggressive. I mean, it's there, but it's not near as aggressive. So now with this kind of with this style of technique, with what we've learned so far, turn my fan off, we should be able to do stuff like this. So this is just a little marksman BB gun that I practice on, right? You can see here this front strap has a bunch of stippling on it. It's not all done, it's just different random stuff. But here on this grip panel, you see this sunrise? The sun rays, they're subtle, but they do stand out. I mean, they do appear. And the only thing I did with this was I used the pointed tip, and here at the sun, I drew with my pointed tip the outline of the sun. I straight up microdot stippled the inside of the sun. I drew with a pencil my rays going out, and then over the top of my rays, I stippled those going one direction, coming out on my rays. And then in between the rays, I stippled those the other direction. There's no borders, there's nothing. Then on the other side, with the same tip, the pointed tip, I did a random drag. And that's how it came out. No borders. But boy, it is grippy. So, there you go. Something else to practice on. You get a BB gun. Get a BB gun. They're cheap. They're fun. Probably got one or two laying around. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Next time we will be working on the grip of something, and we will try to do something. We'll make something happen so that you can feel like you have accomplished something. So, well, thanks for spending this little bit of time. If you need any of the tools that we've talked about, any of the tools we're using, the links are down in the description below. Please don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks.